Ladies and gentlemen, the American Jury and Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show Local News. As always, we're sponsored by Parks Yoga and Deters Consulting. Check us out on all of our platforms. 2 teenagers were shot last night in Bond Hill. One's dead and one is struggling for life. Unfreaking believable. Pac-Man Jones appeared in court yesterday in Boone County doing her plea of not guilty along with his lawyer, Tim Schneider. I know very well. He's a good lawyer. Apparently, according to his lawyer, he's not allowed to fly out of CVG, according to, I guess, aviation rules or whatever, or maybe part of his release. Alto Miles, this guy was a serial killer, actually. Appeared in court, and when Judge Chris Wagner in Hamilton County ruled that he was incompetent to stand trial, he went kind of bonkers. He's schizophrenic because he wants the death penalty. Kind of a strange situation. It's like Mark Chapman, who killed that family in Gallatin County, wanted the death penalty. It took him a long time to get the death penalty when he wanted a death penalty. This is different, though, because of the schizophrenia. In local news, there's been a push to the NCAA for a Cincinnati Chili Bowl. It's been shot down. We need another. You know what, Josh Wentz? That's what we need is another bowl game. Yeah. All right. Cool story, sad story, happy story. 11-year-old Gavin Hoagie, I guess that's how you pronounce his name. He's got brain cancer. He's not going to be with us. He wanted to meet Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, and they made the dream come true. They took him out there to practice, and he got to meet him. By the way, Josh Wentz, if a kid had brain cancer and he was dying and he wanted to meet you as your dream, how do you say no to that one, right? Lincoln Ware. They're going to have a street named after him. By the way, I filled in for Lincoln Ware 1 week. He let me fill in for him for a few days. It must not have gone very well because I've never been asked to come back and do it again. I'm sure his listeners didn't like me filling in for him. But Lincoln's a warrior for justice. He'll take that side, though, all the time. He's very liberal, but he's a good guy. I like him. Congratulations, Lincoln Ware, on your street being named after you. There will be no street named after me anywhere around here. UC football is tonight. They play BYU. Check it out. It's on television. Ludlow Pharmacy's closing forever. Sad, sad, sad. Fort Thomas Tower Park, they're going to spend $3.6 million. You know what, Josh? I chuckled with this last night when I saw the story. $3.6 million playground, special rubber stuff. Back in the day, they would just put a swing set up with a slide.
Blacktop.
I mean, $3.6 million. We're in the wrong business. All right, this is a fun story for me. The top schools in the country and locally, okay? Cincinnati Country Day, numero uno. Seven Hills, number 2. St. Xavier, number 3. And you ready for this one? Number 7 in Thompson, Northern Kentucky, my alma mater, Covington Latin School. I got a comment about this for you, okay? Covington Latin School is got now boys and girls. When I graduated there in 1979, there were only boys. It is an accelerated program. You can go from grade school, 6th grade, straight into the 9th grade, or regular, or just skip 1 grade. I skipped 2 grades. I graduated from high school at 15. My 4 years at Covington Latin School were the longest 4 years of my life, and it's not even close. I had to ride a tank bus to and from the place, every day and morning, long days. When I stayed after to play basketball or got detention, I led my class in detention, troublemaker even then. But the bottom line is that I did receive a great education at Covington Latin School. I mean, it was wild. I mean, when I went to Thomas More and started studying history, I already knew all the history. My buddies that went to Latin school and then went on to law school, we used to sit around and say, we could have went from Latin school straight to law school. I swear to goodness. I should have been a lawyer at 18 years old. I'm not kidding you. I didn't have to go to Thomas More. But Latin school is an incredible school if you're smart. I had to study my ass off just to make it through the place. So I did get a great education. But I hated the place. And I would never go back, send my kids, grandkids there. And you know what? I've only been back a few times since 1979. But I'm just pointing this out to you that yours truly got his education from the top school in Northern Kentucky and one of the top schools in the country. It's my understanding, unless this changed, Josh Wentz, Covington Latin is the only accelerated high school like it in the country. Yeah. All right. And by the way, I remember I wanted that video clip of just that clip. All right. In Kentucky news, Daniel Cameron visited Independence. I think it was Pioneer Park. I don't think this was in Independence, but I could be wrong. Senior picnic. It used to always be held down at Pioneer Park. That's really Covington. But he appeared and hung out with the seniors. Ain't going to make any difference. Samaritan Purse is donating some buildings that they built for those that got wiped out by tornadoes down in Western Kentucky. Franklin Graham and Samaritan Purse do a lot of good. Dustin Spalding has been arrested for trying to abduct somebody from a park, a kid in Maysville, Kentucky. Check him out. Piper PA-28. I got to talk to Alan Statman, the pilot buddy I know. Crashed, 2 dead in Kentucky. The student and the pilot. Sad story. In Ohio news, the Hopewell Ceremonial Earthworks have made World Heritage. By the way, I'm going to talk about this just to tell you the kind of education that you got at Covington Latin when you're 12, 13, 14, 15. I mean, I was 12 years old taking geometry. All right, I want to tell you something, folks. This place, we took a field trip to it. I mean, they had these special courses where, I mean, you're like a little kid. You didn't know what they were talking about. But I remember going to these earth mounds and learning all about the Indians and the burial grounds and everything else. Ohio early voting begins October the 11th. Vote early, vote often, as they used to say in Chicago. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. You have a great day.